Hello everyone, welcome to the day 2 of Object-Oriented Programming using Java for beginners. Today we'll learn two important concepts in OOPS, which are getter function and setter function, or to be more prominent, getter and setter method. Because when we are implementing function in a class, then it's better to say it as a method. So, getter and setter are two special methods. We know that in a class we can declare a method which can return something or it cannot return, just prints a statement like this. So setter and getter are just like that. There is not any difference in the syntax of these functions. These are the names used for our convention. These are not like any predefined function, predefined method in Java. No, for our better understanding, for our convention, we have named it as getter and setter function, or setter, getter and setter method. So let's see how to implement this and what's the need of this getter and setter function. So this is a boilerplate code of Java, and we'll create another class which is suppose student, and under this class student we have the variable int age, and we have another variable named string name. For now, we are manipulating the age. So for a variable, the main two purpose of the variable is to get the variable, I mean to print the variable, and before printing, we have to set the variable. I mean we have to set a value for that variable. We cannot assign some random values to it. We have to assign some uh, defined values, some definite values, because suppose for your age, we cannot assign age as -5, as -1 like this. Age will be always positive. So for setting some variable, for setting the value for some variable, we'll use a special type of method which is setter. And for getting the variable, I mean for printing the value of the variable to be more specific, we have to use getter. First, we have to set the value. So let's create a function which is void and set age. And for setter and getter, it's better to use the camel case. So void set age parenthesis, and this will set something. What will it set? Okay, it will set our age. So under this parameter, we have to pass the age, and this age will be passed by user itself. But for a function definition, we have to give a parameter which is int, suppose age1 like this. And under this definition, we have to write age equals to age1, because age is the variable of under this student class. So this age will be assigned with the value which is passed by user, which is given by user itself. So age1 is the value which is given by user, and the value will be given as a parameter of this set age. And after passing the value, after passing the parameter, we have to assign this age to the value of age1 like this. And our setter function is next comes the getter function, and generally for getter function we have to return something because we are printing something. So for returning age, we obviously have to give integer return type, which is get age. Get age. And here we need not to pass anything as a parameter. It will it will simply return the age, which is return age like this. And our two getter and setter functions are ready. Now complete the class structure and make a class object now. For creating the object, we know the syntax, which is student is equals to new student, and this student the next student, which is a constructor, which we will discuss in the next videos. Yes, these concepts are obviously very important to know. But if you understand the getter and setter concept now, it will be very easy to understand the latter concepts, and we can manipulate with our class and object more if you know about this getter and setter. Like this, we have created a new object of the class student, and next, suppose we want to s dot set age. First, we have to set something, set the age. Suppose we set the age like 23. And next, we have to print the age for printing system dot out dot println, and which is s dot get age, because the get age function returns us the age. And let's see if this program works or not. We'll go to the terminal and write java day2.java. Cannot find symbol tn. Okay, let's see sounding error. Cannot find symbol. Okay, this string of the string is should be uppercase character. 23. So the age of the student is printed. So like this, we can access the variables. But now this is for a normal case, and here you can see all the variables are not private. They are default. If we have not discussed about the access specifiers, we will obviously discuss in the next videos. But for now, make it know that if we set any variable as private, we cannot access that variable outside our class. Like suppose private int age. So then we cannot directly change the age like 25. We cannot do this. If we execute our program, if we compile our program, then you can see age as private access in student. So we cannot access this age directly. But even it is a private now, we can access by using the method, using the setter and getter function, we can easily access this. So this is the main importance of this setter and getter function. By using methods, we can have an access to that variables, even if they're private. Now, if we run, there will be no error because the function is not, the method is not private. It is default. So we can access outside the class. Okay. But if you even, okay, let's see, let's make it private. Then you can see the error. We cannot access them outside the class. Error has private access instrument. Setage has private access instrument. So this will obviously give an error, but we don't make our setter and getter functions as private. We try to give it as default, or you can make it public. So this is the main importance of this setter and getter functions. Now another topic we can discuss in today's video, which is these. And these means, okay, let's see. Here in the setter functions, when we have passed an argument, a parameter, then we have seen that this age one is different from age. I mean, it's different in the manner of spelling. Like this is spelling on name. This is age one and this is age. But if we wish, you can use it as age also. Okay, because yes, the name may be same, but the scopes are different, right? So in this scope, and I mean under this set age, the parameter is age, but this age has not any meaning outside this function, outside this method. So obviously we can make it as age, and let's run this. Okay, now you can see 0 because The compiler doesn't understand which age you are referring in this line. Age equals to age. We understand it because the first age is the class variable, which is age, and the second age is the parameter. But compiler doesn't understand. So this is very ambiguous in nature. So we have to make very clear. For this, we use keyword which is this, and this points to the current object of any class. So if you are dealing with the object S, then this refers to the S. If you are dealing with another object like S1, then this will refer to the object S1, not the S. So like this, the this keyword works, and okay, then if you see your run of the program, then the output will be correct, because this dot h now means this means the object, and object dot h means obviously the class member h. So like these getter and setter functions work in Java, and obviously this is a very important concept, and this makes our code too much structured and more readable, I can say. Right. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next videos.